Morning, everyone. Welcome to Monday's episode of JLC TV with the host, me, Jack Walsh, taking it from the helm here at our HQ here in Bristol. We are an IT distribution company, and this little venture of ours is just depicting what it takes to be a part of such a company revolving around 50 members of staff, a turnover at 15 million at the moment, and that is spread across the Netherlands as well. That's our European division, headed up by Mr. Owen Atwood, and of course here as well, where we do the lion's share of the business, because we've been here for a hell of a lot longer. We've been here now doing this. I've been here coming up to 12 years now, and we've got, so I'd say we've been doing this for about 13, 14 years, I'd say officially. The distribution piece obviously grew and from our retail side, which started much earlier on. So yeah, we've been here for a long time, and this is all about depicting it, recording it, and learning as we go. And some things that we learn on when we watch it on the back as well. Hopefully, when we get to our 100 million turnover, we'll look at these videos and we'll think, this is where we were at a certain time. But of course, today is Monday, and we're going into some of the tech stories that are dominating our tech industry at the moment. And I've thrown in a few others just because they speak with me. I'm a big film fanatic, so we can talk about those as well. But I will go into the first story that is that's come up actually. So we all know projectors. I'm not sure about you, but the projector technology hasn't always. It feels like it's not there yet, unless you want to spend a lot of money on these projectors. The projectors are often, you can get them for quite cheap, but always with a projector, you're going to struggle with good quality. Certainly if it's not, if you're going up to a big size. Projectors have historically found it difficult to keep the resolution whilst maintaining the size. But that has not stopped Samsung. So Samsung, they are leaders in the industry, certainly for the screens and for everything else as well, but certainly for the screens. So this might come as not a shock to anyone, but they're going to be the first one, supposedly, leading the charge for not 4K, but 8K resolution projectors. And they have achieved the 8Ka certification. They are the first ones to do so. So 8K, when you think about 8K, like at the moment we've got 4K resolution, which is much higher resolution. You've got loads more colors in there, and I'm sure there's a few other, but the higher frame rate and all that kind of stuff. But now we're looking at 8K, so 8K, that's double the 4K. Now that's resolutions like we have not experienced. I'm not sure about you or anyone else. I haven't even seen anything 8K at the moment. So we've got resolutions 6,680 by 4,324 pixels. That is a lot of colors there. So if you're looking at like a 4K is about half that. So we're seeing so many more colors on your screens. And then not only for them just to say, okay, it's going to be screens, it's on a projector as well. So you think of a projector, you think about how big those get. To maintain that resolution on a projector, this thing is going to be crazy. They haven't given us much yet. All we know is that it's expected to launch at the CES, that's Consumer Electronics Show, that's in Las Vegas in January 2025. So if you want to go to Vegas and you want to see what an 8K projector looks like, then I would suggest you go, because you can't buy it just yet. It's not been released. It's going to be showcasing that. And for those that don't know, the CES Consumer Electronics Show is where all of these giants, it's their big playground to demonstrate what kit they're working on. It's like a technology catwalk. It's all about who is offering the best product, what's the most innovative products as well. You've got gaming playing a big part there. You've got all the car manufacturers there now, because of course technology is riddled in the most up-to-date cars. The most up-to-date cars now run on electric, so the two come hand in hand. So that's going to be good. It's going to be exciting to see, and I expect this will be priced out. For the likes of you and me, we won't be able to afford such a thing. It's going to be a hell of expensive, but as the technology grows and becomes more used, I expect we'll probably see that price drop down. You know what it's like. You buy a brand new TV, you go to the shop at the same time, in a couple of months' time, it's probably half the price. Technology moves fast, so the more people that are using it, the more people that are consuming it, the cheaper it becomes naturally. So when these new things come in like 8K, they'll be used by a select few, and then once the new thing comes out, that will drop down, and we'll see the price come down. And hopefully, in the future, we'll probably see to fast forward, we'll probably see 8K tellies in Tesco or in Argos or things like that. So it will be a fraction of the cost, because I know you can buy 4K tellies now for a fraction of the price. When they first came out, 4K was like, wow, 4K. Or HD, HD ready, all these things. So they're a thing of the past now. That's almost prehistoric. So it's moving really quickly. So it's always good to see. And I'm not surprised it's these guys doing it, to be honest. And I'm sure there are going to be others that are following it. But let's go on to the next one. We have, a film. A film's coming out. Okay, so the new Superman's coming out. And actually, I really rated the new Superman. I really love DCU films. All of the others, of course, you've got Spider-Man as well, although now they're kind of like Spider-Man Marvel, but I was hearing that the DC and the Marvel collab is coming to an end, because you've got the other films that they kind of tried to collaborate in as well. But the Superman one, for me, was their flagship film. The DCU franchise, that Superman film. You've got James Gunn as the producer, director as well. A trailer's going to be dropping this week, guys. So apparently, look at me, I can't even control myself, I'm so excited. Apparently, it's on an invite only, and people are seeing it today. So like, we've got all of the film critics, all of the influencers, select few, they'll be seeing the first trailer today, and then it will be later released. They say before the 20th of December. So this week, guys. So we're going to see the new Superman film. And I really rated it. I'm not sure about you guys. I thought Ben Affleck, I thought he played a great Superman. Of course, you've got Harvey Cavill. He was brilliant. I just thought he was probably the best one. He literally looks like Superman. He is just, handsome bloke. He's like, plays Clark Kent well. He's just, a good all-rounder. And I loved his appearance in the Flash series as well. I thought they were wicked. It's a great film and just really good action. And I really rated all of their films, with Wonder Woman as well. You've got the Flash. You've got the Cyborg guy, I forgot his name. And then you've got the others as well that are all just, brilliant supporting actors and actresses that just made that film so epic for me. And I feel like that's what a film should be. It's like a proper cinema film to go out, watch on your 8K. Imagine that on the 8K. I'm here for it, and we'll see what that looks like. Next story, we've got the iPhone 17. God, I'm losing count now. The iPhone 17 Air. 17 Air now. Air is a key word. So the Air obviously indicating it's going to be a thinner model. It is going to be ultra thin, they say. We'll see what ultra thin means, but apparently it's going to cost less than the 17 Pro. So so they could be maneuvering, positioning this new model of the Air towards slightly cost effective, slightly like a lower margin. I don't know where it's going to sit in terms of the iPhone 17, because they bring out the iPhone 17. Of course, you've got the iPhone SE as well. The iPhone SE has remained the same for 3 or 4 years. Might be more than that now, actually. It might be 5 years, which is pretty unique from Apple as well. They've kept something the same and they've just changed the plumbing. So, but the 17 Air. Okay, so where is that going to sit? I mean, it's like kind of what we spoke about previously as well. Apple will just bring out so many different variations. I remember when they used to bring out one phone, but now it's like the 17, the iPhone SE, 4th or 5th gen, wherever we're at. We've got the 17 Pro. You've got the 17 Plus or the 16 Plus, which keeps the same size, but a fraction of the cost. So we've got loads coming up. So, and then of course you'll have the 17 Pro Max, which is the all singing, all dancing one, the big one. So so Apple, with their elusive rumors, the 17 Air, we'll find out more. I think it's not going to be out till second quarter in 2025 anyway. So or until we won't know more until then, because at the moment all of it is speculation. We've got major design changes as well. I mean, just to see what it's like, to see what it's going to be. And then following that trend as well, we've got another report coming out of Apple. Apple is reportedly trying to create a giant like iPad-like foldable tablet. So we've seen these foldable tablets, we've seen these foldable phones. They look great. Don't get me wrong, I love the idea, but they all have like this crease in the middle, which to me I can't really see past. When you've got like a screen and you've got a device, you know the screen is flawless. I know I can see it on yours, though, Cal.
Let's see us. It's a bit dirty, but yeah, you can see the.
You can see it. I mean, the thought is great, and like when you fold it and you can still use it, that's nice. That's a nice feature. It's going to be an iPad, so I don't know how that's going to work. Because an iPad anyway, you don't really carry that around, so it doesn't need to go any bigger, in my opinion. But it will be interesting to see where they position this and who they think their users are going to be. Well, for me, iPads. Obviously, schools it's very popular in schools, one-to-one schools all day long. Schools predominantly reliant on Apple. I'd say about 90% of schools use Apple, certainly in our country. So it'd be interesting to see where this new iPad is going to be. I expect it will probably be, it's going to be by design, going to be very expensive. More often than not, the iPads are a fraction of the cost versus the phones. They haven't got as much technology as the phones have. Obviously, we're using our phones a hell of a lot more than we are with the iPads. And the iPads just, I'd say, for more entertainment purposes, and maybe some of the newer models, the higher spec models are maybe more for creation and media and things like that. You know, with the Apple Pen, and you can get quite creative with it, and editing films and editing clips and things like that. So maybe this new one could be targeted towards the creatives that need a bit more space, but. To me, the folding feature has always been a bit of a gimmick, over functional. I think it's just been like, I think we're trying to pay homage to the old flip devices. I'm not sure the technology is just there yet, but I'm sure if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Apple. And apparently it's going to be nearly 20-inch. So, Mark Gunn.
Almost like a telly size.
Yeah. It'll be nearly 20-inch displayed when open. Yeah, it's going to be like a small telly. We've been hearing rumours about foldable Apple may or may not be making for years, from clamshell iPhone prototypes to plans for foldable iPad. But the latest suggests we may also be for something much bigger. According to Mark Gunn, Apple is developing a foldable device with display that opens up to 20 inches. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, that sounds like a bit of a nightmare to get cases for. That's all I'm thinking that straight away. How are we going to case it? How are we going to do the tempered glass? I'm sure we'll think of something. We always do. But look, guys, that is our news. That's our news feature, and that's just my take on it. I don't claim to know everything here, but that's just my initial thoughts. Maybe you've got your own thoughts on it as well. Please do comment down below as well. We want to hear them. And then I'll read them out next episode. But next episode is Tuesday. We're going to go into JLC products.
Yeah, product highlight.
Product highlight tomorrow. So we're going to be looking at some more products that we distribute here at JLC, because we do so much, and maybe you don't know. So maybe we'll go into one of our fast-moving products tomorrow. So please be tuned. Please do come and join us tomorrow. And we'll be releasing the video at 1 p.m. as we always do. But until then, guys, thank you so much.